Yo, it's your boy Capital Don, aka Capology FACTZ. It's all about the fucking bars, you bitch. How y'all doing? Welcome to welcome to Hold This LTV. My bad, people. I just got work. You know what I mean, working. Okay. Welcome to Hold This LTV. If it's the first time you watching, please subscribe, click the bell, like, comment, share. Okay. Before we get into this, let me put my disclaimer out there, and I want y'all to see my face. Well, not yet. I got a surprise for y'all. Media bars is something you got to deal with. So stay out your moist ass feelings when I talk this real shit. Hey, how y'all doing? I got a special guest for y'all niggas today. I do. I got a special guest. Okay. St. LA's in the building, sir. Salute to you.
Poppin' family.
Chilling, man. First of
Appreciate
all,
you having me back on. You feel me? Just a regular thing.
just a regular thing. First of all, let me say congratulations, sir. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
The last time you was on, you told me you was in the tournament. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you couldn't tell me quite who it was. You had gave me some
Right.
little hints, and then I found out it was RX. I was like, RX. I'm like, oh shit. Okay.
Nah.
Well, there's only gonna be two things. It's either he's gonna he's gonna 30 her. No disrespect,
Mhm. Right.
because there's some things that RX is doing during her battles, and that's performing clean. Okay, a lot of stumbling and things like that.
Right.
So I already kind of or she could have been on her A game that day and give you a
Right.
classic. So I
Right.
didn't really believe. I kind of had a feeling that she was already going to advance. There's no disrespect to RX. I like RX, and she has a good pen. Okay,
Right.
it's just her delivery and I guess the preparation, uh, hence the stumbling
Right.
and the choking. You know what I mean? Um, how
Right.
tell me about your battle. How do you felt about when they first said you about to battle RX? And hold on,
Well, I was
get your
mad.
bars up,
You feel
media.
me?
Salute to you. Salute to Good Seven. Go ahead. My bad.
No, good. I was mad. I was like, damn. Like, I didn't say like, oh, I'm not taking a battle, this, that, and the third. But I was like, damn, y'all gonna put me versus RX. You feel me? Like that's cold. Like that squad and all that shit.
Right.
But
Right.
after that initial like shock, it was just like, well, it is what it is. She didn't turn it down. I didn't turn it down. So we going in, and
You dig?
before they even had like gave me an opponent or anything, when they hit me for the idea for the tournament in the first place, it was like whoever they give me is they gotta die. So nothing changed when it was her. It was just like shit. I feel bad, but still gotta get up out the way, man. This is my destiny. How I look at it, and I ain't gonna let nobody stop this shit. Like
That's 50K, sir.
man, like fuck.
50K.
That's
what are your plans if you win that 50K?
should invest. You feel me? I just been trying to just get on my feet and just really be a whole grown nigga out here with an income and just you feel me? Because I'm just 24. You feel me? I ain't really like fully got my feet down in the adult world and adult life and shit. Like
Right.
I pay bills and rent and all that shit, but it ain't like up there. Like I ain't making two, three, $4,000 a month. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like if I get that, it's gonna set me up to be able to do my little investment shit that I want to do. Maybe get a duplex or some shit.
Mhm.
Feel me? Invest into foreign exchange, all different type of shit. That's what I'm trying to do. And if I could afford it, I'm gonna give me a bottom girl. You feel me? Like
You
that's
said
what
I'm
I
gonna
really
get a
want.
bottom girl.
Yeah, cause I can't get both. They said both. That nigga Key Glock said his girl cost him 30K. So I'm
uh,
thinking shit. If I could spend 15 and get some diamonds on the bottom, I'll take it. You feel me?
mm,
But mostly just trying to invest, you know, get a new car or something like that.
Yeah,
But
that's what's up. Hey, yeah, I'll invest.
definitely,
That's one good thing. You could take a nice chunk of that. You could take shit half
man,
of that and invest that shit. You can get a car for
for real,
25. You know what I
for
mean?
real.
So, I, okay. So the one thing that I didn't watch while it was live. I did watch everybody's battles. I liked your battle. I like what you did. You was very aggressive. You was at her neck. I wish she would have just didn't stumble, and she did have that small little small choke too. So
Mm,
I wish she would have made it a better fight.
mm.
What was your thoughts when she was? Did you know she was about to choke, or did you know
I
she
mean,
wasn't ready?
I seen it coming when, cause like just throughout my battle career, like I've noticed like if you see somebody going over their rounds and shit, like the day of the battle, they don't got their shit for real. You feel me? And just even me, like when I was like still finding out my preparation process and shit, like if I still had to go over my rounds the same day of the battle, then I didn't really have my shit for real, and I might choke. So right before she started rapping, like they had us standing around and shit. So she was over there going through her shit and shit, and I'm like, oh yeah, she about to fuck up for real. Like when I was standing there, I already knew. You feel me? So when it started happening, I was just like, damn. Now it was cold because it wasn't a good battle. But to keep it 100 as a competitor, nigga, I'm like, yes, nigga, like thank
Yeah,
you, like
I bet you
fuck.
was. Next round, please.
Oh God, nigga, like, and then it was just like, all right, let me make sure that I don't fuck up, so that it ain't even. You feel me? Like, let me make sure I get through my shit, so I fucking get the round, nigga. Like, you gotta still complete the objective. You feel me? Just cause
Yeah,
she choked don't mean that you get to choke, nigga. So it's like, still go crazy.
that's a
So that's
fact.
what I was thinking.
That is a whole fact. Let me see here. I'm trying to tweet out the people real quick and let them know I'm out. We are live with you. All right. So, how overall, how was the night for you?
So it was cool. It was cool. I was glad that I got my shit out. That I didn't lose to the girl. You feel me? My career would have been over. Like it would have been like, oh damn, because I talk all that shit. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
I ain't on URL. I smoke anybody this, that, and the third, and then lose to RX, lose to the girls. Like nigga, you can't say nothing, nigga. You just stay your ass over there.
the girls have cheat codes.
On God.
I'm gonna
That's
tell
why I
you
went
why.
so crazy because I was like, nah, you're not gonna do me.
They can say something a regular nigga will say, and it will hit harder because
Right.
she said it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And as many battles I've seen, female versus male, it just it just depends. Okay, so the old red and Miss Hustle, that was just it didn't really matter what she said. He lyrically beat her ass, right? And
Right.
was
And
talking
that's what
shit
you
to
gotta
her,
do.
right? But then you have, when 40 bars beat up Big T.
Right.
Yeah, 40 bars beat up Cortez.
Right.
She stood in front of Daylight. You know
Man.
what I mean? What did you call Rum Nitty and Official? Who did you have?
I think I remember I had Rum Nitty 2-1. I think Official won the first round, and then Rum Nitty got the last two. I remember Official won the round clearly though, for sure. Like she was
She
going off.
really thinks she won the whole battle, but there's no
Yeah,
evidence.
because nobody ever admit they won unless you really get your ass beat. Like don't nobody ever just be like, oh yeah, I lost that. He edged me. Like nah, if it's debatable, the battle rappers is gonna say, oh no, I won. Like I'm already used to that shit.
That's a fact. Salute to Nappy Vereen and AOI World. What up with y'all? All right, let's get to the fuck shit. Did was you in the building when the disaster and
Definitely.
Frack Hoffa?
Fried Kafka. That was the whole reason I stayed. I would have left, honestly, after my battle or after active battle. I would have left, but shit. I still want to see disaster. So
And how did you feel in the building? What was the
going
energy like?
into the third, it was 1-1. I was sitting next to Caustic. We both was like when we was listening to Frack round, the second round, like after the moment and shit. You feel me? Like, all right, we were still listening for bars, and he still had some hot shit. You feel me? He had the QAnon, Lebanon shit. He had some other shit,
Hmm.
and we was like, all right, we'll give it 1-1 because after the first, we both had this 1-0. You feel me? In the
Really?
building, and then what's it called? In the second round, Frack the what's it called, the prop and the big moment, it really shifted the momentum because he was, to me anyway, he was losing the battle. Like the prop shifted the momentum, you feel me, and then he was able to finish out strong. So we gave him the second round, and then whoever won the third, I honestly, when the third came around, I wouldn't have wanted to judge that shit. Oh god, that's what I walked away saying. I'm like, "Ooh, I wouldn't want to be a judge right now because I don't know. Like I didn't know. I can't even tell you now who I think won the third. Like I would really need to run that back for real.
So okay, so first of all, shout out to Kato's Media. That's my brethren. I did make a
Yeah,
blog.
shout
I
out to
I
K
did
those. That's my
not I
man.
did not chastise him like everybody else. I didn't call him out his name. He isn't a pussy, so y'all better relax, cause he got niggas on
Man,
this
oh
squad
god,
on his team that will ride or die. Okay,
right,
so watch your mouth.
man,
All right. So with all that said, when I was watching this battle, there's things that I disqualified Disaster for. Things that he will do in a battle. I disqualify him sometimes. Not disqualify him. I take away from what he's doing.
mm,
Um I know I've watched Disaster so many times, and I'm really tired of the Disaster that he bullies white boys.
man,
He bullies people that he feel like he is superior over,
mm,
and I- the white narrative that he does all the time, it's crazy to me, right? Because you could pass for white, this. You're not going through
man.
the nigga struggle. Just because you crack city and you crippin' and all that stuff, that's cool.
Yeah, but his perspective though is that he's from Lebanon. Like he
Y'all know
and
where
when
he
he do
from,
be talking that Lebanon shit, I do be kind of fucking with it because it's like they do have a way harder life than us. You feel me? Like if we keeping it 1,000, like, and then
right?
come over here and he be talking about like he be getting profiled like as like a terrorist and all type
Hmm.
of shit. So I could understand like where he coming from, but I could also understand where you coming from too. Like you gonna do that shit every battle, like
Right. But I
you
can
ain't gonna do that shit.
understand where he come from also. I mean, I can understand that. It's not like I'm naive or just plain dumb about things, right? I'll listen to that. But this is battle rap, right? You got this aggressive style, which is cool. But when you start being physical, when you start violating those
Right.
things, it just it takes away from the battle for me. So I watched the first round.
Definitely. I never like physicality in the battles. It's like, cause I like, why? Like, for what? Like, we ain't
Right,
got to do all that. And it's now it's corporations and shit involved, so niggas ain't really
right,
finna retaliate like that. You feel me?
right.
So it's like, I don't know.
And then my thing is, it's just like there's a certain kind of people you do that to,
Right.
right? And people say, the community is saying that he wouldn't do that to a black rapper, but he has. He
Right.
has. He did it to Sirius Jones.
Right.
Okay, but there's one common denominator for Sirius Jones. So since Math knocked him out, and since Diz stole on Mav, he felt like
He
He
felt like Sirius was a bitch.
right, right. But the others, it's like you have a lot of space. You was
Right.
quarantining before the quarantine, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
So
seen the nigga post a screenshot of that T-Rex shit. I had to go watch the battle. He did. He got in his face a couple of times. He did, but he was rapping kind of far too. I ain't gonna lie.
and
He
jokey.
was using the whole stage,
Yeah,
but he did make sure he ran up a couple times. You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, but okay. So when I watched the first round, he was just pretty much talking about how white frack is. That's the whole like real whole content I got from him.
right,
But from get go, frack was attacking him and breaking him down on everything from first round to third, right? So in the first round, I can understand people giving it to Diz. I personally edged it to Frack. Okay. That second round, it was pretty much the same thing for me. It's just the content Frack brought, right? Um, was just a lot better than some of the angles Disaster was using because I've heard that shit from him before. This is
right,
not the first rodeo. Okay. It's just like with Shotgun Suge with his repurposed bars. It's the same bar. It's just he's saying in a different way.
right.
Okay. So, but then when he pulled that paper out, bro, that right there kind of just like
Man,
it sealed it for me. It was two. It was 2-0. Period.
man,
Right. Um, my thing is if I felt in my blog, damn, I fucking cut myself. In my blog, I said I felt in the end of the second round of Diz round, he was choking. He choked and stopped.
right,
Right. In the third, it definitely made me feel a lot more that he stopped abruptly.
right.
Am I right or wrong? Like I'm in the building,
You
it might
probably right. I
like felt
remember him.
different.
I remember at the end of one of those rounds, he was like, you feel me? Like it seemed like he was trying to remember some shit, and then just said, "Fuck it." I don't know if he did that the second and the third, but I know I remember that. For some reason, I just don't. I can't recall the third from in the building. That's I just like that shit is. I'm never like I don't know, just that particular third round. Like
I
I
think
just
because
can't.
of the second was so maybe
Yeah, like
monumental
right,
because Niz was crazy. Because
right.
Disaster does that. He did that against what's his name? The 3 hour goddamn joint. The 3 hour fucking
Fucking
battle.
Soul Khan.
Soul Khan. You know what I mean? The same behavior from Diz in that battle.
Right.
So people have to understand my thinking. Like I hear the same shit. You got the same energy. You do the same bully tactic. Like you taking the role from bodied
Man.
and really amplifying it now. Like you wasn't
Ooh,
like he wasn't like this all the time though.
man.
You know what I mean? So there's no disrespect to Diz. I just call it how I am seeing it, how it's being displayed on the cam. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's not like I'm making up shit. So the judges come around and
That's when the shit went left. You feel me?
I can understand
Like
people said disaster the first round. Okay. Then they gave Frack the second and third.
right.
But I think one person had the first round, had it first
Man,
and
look.
second or some shit like that, and then Kados had it tied the first and the second, and gave it disaster the third, but gave him the battle. The other guy they made him go choose. what round.
Man,
You know what I mean? We need a decision. And the fan base was just the fan vote was just crazy.
somebody called me. My bad.
No, you good. So like in the building, what were people saying after the judges said what they needed to say?
Shit,
Was it as crazy as it was on social media?
we was more flaming the judges. Like niggas was like, damn, you can't call no tie. Like, and I fuck with R&B. I know R&B. Like, I know Kato's. Like, I'm like, damn, y'all niggas gonna call a tie. Like, then that's code word for you think the bigger nigga lost. Like, that's literally what that is. Cause I literally did that when fucking me and YTG was having a debate about the saga and B Dot, and I was like, shit. I had B Dot in the first, I had the saga in the second, and then shit, I had the saga. I had a. To me, really, it was like the saga edged them in the third, but I didn't feel like hearing them niggas' mouth, so I was like, shit. It was like a tie in the third. Shit, I couldn't call it.
Right.
So, but like, if I was really judging the battle, I would have had to give that to the saga. I would have felt like a bitch. You feel me? So it was just like you gonna call a tie, like you know who you felt won in your heart. Like you can't just like you can't do that. Like especially in a judge battle, like we don't we don't call ties like in regular conversation. We don't be like, no, I thought that was
We'll
a
say
tie, bro.
debatable. We say
Yeah,
debatable, but we
yeah,
all.
but
But it's like
we
we
always
could.
gonna say who we felt won. Like I'll
Right.
say like a verb 2-1, but it was debatable. I could see if you had Geechee winning or something like
Yeah.
that. Like you feel me? It's always like that. It's never just oh shit, they had a tie, man. I don't know. That shit was kind of weird to me, but shit, it's still weird to me. Like if I was Frack, I'd be super pissed off. Like for real though, because like y'all couldn't at least just get a nigga the W for real. Like just say like okay, he got this round, this round, this round. Like you came out and said ties, so that means to me I'm taking it as I won those rounds that you said I tied because you just didn't want to say that disaster loss. I
Right.
mean that's how I would be taking it if I was Frack, and that's just keeping it a honey. Like
Do you think they're gonna they're gonna allow Frack back in the tournament?
nah, I think organic already said that they're gonna keep the decision and all that. So what I think, and I think that honestly, this was the best thing that could have happened. Like I don't know, like the moment was crazy. Don't get me wrong, but would it have gone as viral? Like you feel me? If they didn't cheat that man, like it would have did his numbers. Like, but would it have like this? He going viral in different languages and shit. Like that is it's really crazy. So it's like I don't know if I was Frack, I would kind of like be just like I'll be cool with knowing that I just beat some people consider the greatest battle rapper of all time. A
He's a
lot of
gold on the
people like,
West.
yeah, he's a goat for real. Like
On the
so, I
West,
just
yeah.
beat him, multi-million view battle rapper. I'm going viral. My price just went up like 4 or 5 times, and y'all jerked me. My price went up like times four. Like I need a bag now. Like so, it's like I don't know. It worked out for him, so he might not even really be interested in re-entering the tournament. Plus, right after it, he was like, "Fuck it, anyway. I don't got the stamina for this shit anyway. Like, I'd rather just I'm cool with what happened." So I was like, "Shit."
Yeah, he's saying that in the video in the interviews that he's doing too. So
Mm,
because he said he got an album coming out, some music coming out. He got some other things
mm. This is
is
the
in the
best
works
thing
and
that
shit.
could have happened to him.
He
Honestly,
did.
like he might fuck around and start blowing up and be doing all type of shows and shit now because he didn't went viral. So now all he got to do is just piggyback off the momentum of that. You feel me? Shit gonna be smaller numbers, but it's still gonna be people that you know transfer over from that. So
Hmm.
shit, he in a good position.
That other video, the interview after is doing numbers too. When he pulled
Man,
out he showed him he had a
the third
third
one,
one.
he had the third
Yeah.
one.
And disaster flipped his wig, bro. He's like, "Oh,
Man,
what? Oh, if you would have hit that, that would have been a career ender."
man,
No, no,
like
no, it wouldn't. But yeah, people. I was kind of disappointed because we just had the incidents with the Ultimate Madness with the judging and stuff like that.
right.
and people not telling us what rounds they're giving them. They just saying 2-1, such and such. That's it,
Right.
and to just to them calling it like they were, it didn't make any sense to me, right?
Right.
And when the Kados, he was like Kados from Kados Media. I was like, Kados is it? He's a judge?
Right.
Oh, this nigga, he hid this from me. And so I'm like, okay, this nigga about to call this straight because this shit is like,
Man,
you
that's
can
what I
say
thought when
two
I
one.
heard both
It
of
was
them.
two
I was
one
like,
three
damn.
zero. He's like, hey, the first one I like both of them. I've never heard those before. Well, for me, I hear this shit from Diz all the time, but he was like tie. I was like tie, tie.
On me, like everybody looked like
And then he's like, in
tie,
the second round, the same
tie
thing,
again.
tie. I'm like,
Niggas was like, whoa,
I was like, what? Like,
what's going on here?
what is going on? Then he said disaster, the third disaster. I'm like, oh no.
Man,
Oh hell no. I was like, did we just see a real robbery? The number one
man,
seed out in the first round to Frack. And nobody
man.
damn near even knew Frack, who Frack was. You know what I
Right.
mean? But that shit was crazy. All that shit was crazy. So are they going to? They're fixing the judging system, right?
Right.
They going they got. He said he got a template. They didn't. I guess they didn't follow it. So they're gonna fix that, and so from now on it should be straight. Because I be damn, if you get screwed out of it or something. Who you got active next? Hmm.
Yeah, they can't screw me because all I do is rap. You feel me? So it was like ain't nothing
Shout out to the
like
chat, man. Nappy Vereen said, invest, create product, move your money, listen to Master P, and put your money towards assets. Assets. There you go.
facts.
Uh, John Marie Bonds. I'm sorry if I fucked your name up. Yo, what's up, Saint? TJ from Texas. One love. Saint versus JC. Set it up.
We need that.
The Queen Delicate Jewel is in the building, and the other Queen Shannon Danielle's in the building. Wave game. Nappy said much respect to Saint for giving this platform love and never acting like he's too good for hold this L. Also, when are they gonna have battle rappers box? Nobody want, but they ain't gonna do that. I
They be
guarantee
trying
they'll
to
bring
set it
one up
up, but
every
it
now and
always fail. It always fail. The niggas ain't gonna do that shit ever. Like I would love to see it though, but it ain't gonna
we all wanted to see that one. You know what I mean?
happen.
We all wanted to see that one fare up. Yeah.
Man.
So, active. Back to you. You got active next, sir.
Mm.
And are you? I missed something. Aren't there some underlying, issues with like friends and judges?
Nah, ain't nobody in the judges from Crack City from death certificate. Not one person.
No, I'm talking about just in general. No
What you
friends.
mean?
No friends or
Oh
friends.
yeah, we cool. We in the same. We squad too.
No, I'm talking about because the narrative is one of them niggas is like best friends to Diz or something or
Oh,
or
yeah,
active
active.
or some shit.
Yeah, active be with Diz. Diz be with active. Like you feel me? Diz is Crack City death
No,
certificate
no, no.
too. Like
You misunderstanding me. So the four judges, right? I know K Dose is not right. There's a couple
right,
of guys on the judging, the judge there are the judges.
right.
They are it's a conflict of interest. That's what people are saying because the judges are fucking with disaster or active, like they got ties.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't think that that's something that exists. As far as I know, none of the judges are in death certificate Crack City because we all in the same group. And as far as I know, ain't none of the judges in my group chat, or I don't talk to none of them niggas every day, or so
Okay.
they not in my squad as far as I know.
Y'all
But
hear it first, right? Y'all hear it.
if
That
if
narrative y'all got
active
down
or
there.
somebody fucking with niggas on the low, I can't tell you. But them niggas are in no way, shape, or form a part of Crack City or Death Certificate. They don't have nothing to do with us. So I don't know where none of that shit is coming from. R&B or Kato's for sure, because R&B is an AHAT league owner from the West. You feel me? And Kato's is West Media.
Yep.
Triune and the other. I seen the other nigga. I don't really know his name. He like an older nigga, but I seen that nigga around. He don't. He call it straight. Like he a battle rap OG and fucking Triune. He a hip hop head, I guess, but I know that nigga don't just be like down with active. So and ain't none of them niggas in my squad. So
Okay. Because
that's
that's the narrative go around, and that um, n- active really lost, disaster really lost, um, and they got passed to the
well.
second round.
Active had the room. Active was in the room. He was getting more reaction, even though we wasn't trying to react or nothing like that. It's still momentum in the battle because it's still people in the room and people are still doing their little and giving their little energy to the battle. So as far as in the building, Active definitely had the energy and all the like momentum in the building. It felt like Active was winning. Caustic had fire bars, and I felt like motherfuckers may have been sleeping on him a little bit. Like in his first round, he had a lot of fire shit, and he said some shit about you trying to ride disaster's wave to tsunami surf or some shit, and that's fire as fuck to me. Like that was super fire. Like that shit, all that shit go together. But it was just like niggas wasn't catching that shit. And then active come with just straightforward, you feel me, simple, just fucking at your neck type shit. You feel me? And he come with the energy. He's a fucking big ass nigga, you feel me, and with energy. So he's able to get the crowd going. So it's easier to influence the judges' decision based on that, especially if they just not purely if they're going on that and performance and all that shit and they're just not purely listening to bars, then it's easy to see how active won if you was in the building, you feel me? Now watching that shit on camera, it may come out differently because the reactions may not hit the same because it's not a super reaction. But in the building it feels more energized, you feel me?
Do you got something to combat that?
Shit, I'm me. Like niggas ain't got more energy than me. Niggas can't rap better than me. And I don't really give a fuck about none of that other shit. Caustic was rapping pretty like, just low key. Like he wasn't I'ma rap how I rap no matter what. You feel me? And I'ma always have I emit energy. Like I be feeling this shit
Right.
come out my fucking skin. You feel me? Like it's different. So a nigga can't negate my energy. You feel me? And niggas don't rap better than me. Honestly, I feel like this shit about to be easy as fuck. Like I'm as long as I spit my bars, my shit that I got, my shit that I'm gonna create, because I know that my mind works way better than everybody. That's why I say that. You feel me? I'm the best rapper because I think of shit that other niggas is not gonna think of. I take concepts that other niggas is not gonna think of. So I'm not really worried. I just gotta do me. Like I feel like I'm the best in the world. So no matter who they put in front of me, I'm not finna change my fucking. I'ma adapt, but I'm not finna change my mindset or my like the core of who I am. You feel me? I'ma still go out there and do me.
How many weeks you got to prepare?
Four, I think,
Well, a
yeah,
whole month?
yeah, it's
Oh
October
yeah, yeah, yeah.
17th
That's
because
right. Because
it's all these
that's the
divisions
west
and
side.
shit.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
west
so
division.
I get a whole month basically. I think is this week 4 right here? Yeah, because I'm just getting bars together this week, and then next week I'm gonna start writing that shit, and then I got 2 weeks to memorize. So yeah, I got about 4 weeks. So that's all I need to battle too. That's perfect amount of time for me. So
That's what's up,
it's a
man.
wrap.
That's what's up. Was Twitch in the building, or was it just streamed
Mm,
on Twitch?
Not that I could tell. I don't think. Yeah, I think it was just streamed on Twitch. I know they have like a for sure partnership with Twitch to where like they paying for the shit and all type of shit.
Right.
But I don't think Twitch needs to directly be in the building for that. They got people that handle all that shit and the stream and all that shit. So
Okay. Yeah, I was just asking because the caffeine thing is all air. They all over there.
yeah,
So
caffeine is hella corporate. I just found out like they're owned by Fox and shit.
yeah,
So
they
I'm
owned
like,
by
oh
Fox.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they doing shit. Twitch is more like, especially with Twitch, like they don't really be hands on as far as I know. Like they just give niggas. It work more like YouTube, where you just put shit on, where you use the platform.
Fox wasn't drop the mic on Fox.
Yeah. No, Drop the Mic was on TBS. If Fox owned TBS, then
Was it on?
yeah,
Was it on TV? I thought it was on Fox first.
it might have been on there first, but I know for a fact that I seen it on TBS.
I'm. It's gonna fuck with me because I've been on this. I don't know about caffeine, bro. Give
Right,
a fuck if they owned by Fox or not. Before battle rap got on caffeine, there were music artists on there for gamers. To do their
right.
gaming thing and shit. Did you hear about caffeine before battle rap got there?
No, I didn't know nothing about it.
I
The
didn't
first
either.
thing I ever heard about caffeine was URL did a deal with Drake and caffeine, and then I started seeing like Ronnie 2K doing caffeine streams, and then I seen Offset was on caffeine and all that type of shit, which gave it more legitimacy to me. But when I first heard it was through battle rap.
And that's what I mean because you had all those uh, artists on your platform, and nobody knew about you.
Right,
And then all of a sudden, you had Drake there, and Drake put him on, and then Drake is gone.
right,
Kind of odd to me. No matter if it's from Fox, they under Fox or not.
right.
Let me see what they talking about. Drop the mic. The Late Show. I'm about to read more into this, but anyway, no here, no there. So it's gonna be all. How do you like this Twitch venture?
Shit, I'm fucking with it. I be feeling like, cause like this whole time, like I was just saying, like niggas was always they tried to get me on the Crucible, they tried to get me Battle Joe, and I was just like, I'm not doing it. Like I know King of the Dot got
Why
something for
why
me. I don't
battle
know what it
Joe
is.
though? Like why are you battling Joe? Where is
They
Joe? Like is he supposed to be like your test or something? Like they
that
just bring
I
him
guess
out?
so. You feel me? I just took it as nigga. All right, so you know who I am, and you want to pay me to get over
Send
there,
him
but
your battle
y'all
with Geechee.
right. They seen all that shit.
I
They seen
know.
it all.
I'll
They
send him
seen it
all
all.
my
So it's
battle.
like, all right, I just took
Send your
it as
battle with
at
B
first they was
Magic.
trying to get me to do the Crucible for free, and then they offered me some bread for Joe. So I'm like, okay, y'all see it, y'all just trying to lowball a nigga, you feel me? So it's like cool. But all of that time throughout this whole pandemic, they was trying to get me to come over, and I was just like, nah, like
I
I
know
don't
your
need it.
worth.
Like I was already locked in with something for King of the Dot, so I was just gonna wait all the way till the pandemic was over and do my shit. You feel me? So I was just like, fuck it, I'm staying with King of the Dot. And they came with the Twitch shit. They was like, shit, we got 50K tournament. I was like, yeah. Told y'all niggas, like niggas was finna nah. So when they announced that shit, I was like, yeah, I was excited. I felt like I manifested it. Like this shit was here for me, niggas. So I'm like, cool. And then it's Twitch. When I found out it was Twitch, I was super excited because I was like, that's crazy. Like Twitch.
You be
And
on
then
Twitch,
when
don't you?
I found out future plans, what they think, like I can't even say too much. It's just like, dog, it's everything that I thought it was gonna be, and it's everything that I planned for myself in battle rap that I didn't even know would happen. I just said, oh, I want to be this, that, and the third. I want to be the first industry dude to really be battling on Smack or King of the Dot or something like that. That's what I got
Hmm.
for myself. Like I want to make it in the music industry and be able to come back. And the shit that I heard, it's like, damn, it's like this gonna be my path. Like, is this really, if I win this tournament, I'm really gonna be on like that? Like, so it's like
Bruh, Saint, you got niggas out here that is rooting for you. Okay,
definitely.
I'm one of them.
I
All right.
appreciate that.
Now, there are some other people, like kind of in the Midwest,
Right,
that I want to see them do good also. You know what I
right.
mean? But out the West, you're up there. You're numero uno, sir.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what
and
I'm
I
feeling like.
need you to work.
That's all I can do. Like this, I feel like this is the everything. Like even before I started battle rapping, like when I was in 2014, just graduating high school and shit. Like when I started battle rapping, I always had an image in my head. I don't know why. I had on the same outfit that Tay Rock had on versus Surf, but I was battling in the room where Big K battled Ilmac on King of the Dot. Like, and I just always just had that vision of just for some reason that's just always popped up in my head. Like I was battling on King of the Dot. Like
Hmm.
I never really fucked with King of the Dot like that. I was a URL nigga. I always watch URL. Like I fucked with King of the Dot, I would watch their battles, but I was
Right,
URL. Sue Surf, Hitman Holla. But when I started battle rapping, for some reason, I always just vision myself on King of the Dot. So then shit just keep happening. The Geechee battle came, shit happening. And then for this to just come out of nowhere and just perfectly align with the vision I had for myself years ago is like crazy. So it's like I feel like it's my time. Like I'm getting that 50K. The only thing, the most pressure I had was what I just went through battling RX. Like I wouldn't have felt that way battling nobody else. If I would have had
right,
Disaster or if I would have had Thesaurus or anybody, I would have felt no pressure at all because it's like, okay, I'm battling a legend either way. Like
right.
I'm cool. Like, but that could have ended my career. If I would have went in there and lost or got 30 or anything like that, it would
Yeah,
have been over for me.
yeah,
So it was like, nah,
yeah.
I gotta win this battle. So I came through and won that, and now I got no pressure. You feel me? I'm feeling like, all right,
So
this
I
shit
so
is
I
here. I
expect a different energy now.
definitely,
Cause you
definitely,
was you had some energy in this battle, nigga, against RX. You was turned up.
definitely,
So I yeah, I need to see because you got active.
definitely, and I can't let them move me. You feel me? So it's like
Hey,
I asked for the opportunity, I got it, so I gotta execute, just like what AD's did. You feel me? Look, we
Shannon.
Lakers out here. We ain't no Clippers, man. We don't fold, man. So I gotta go all the way, like period.
Well, y'all lost the other night.
We did. We lost. We lost. Niggas
What
came
kind of
out.
shit is
You
that?
know they on that bullshit. That's what I ain't. That's what I'm not gonna do. They won and then they came out on bullshit.
Man.
Like you gotta stay on next. You feel
Hey,
me?
I'm hoping my Celtics go ahead and win it, close this shit out. But it's
Well,
yeah,
well,
then so it could
Jimmy
be
Butler out
so it could
here.
be Celtics versus the Lakers in the finals.
We could smack y'all around.
Historic. Nah, y'all gonna get slapped around, nigga. The hell you out. Hey, Shannon Danielle said, "Oh, Saint is so cute. Absolutely rooting for him. The
Appreciate you.
skybox is in the building.
Skybox is in the building.
Skybox is in the building.
Shouts out to my man.
Salute to you. The West Coast young goat. Yep, salute. Um, Saint would kill this the source. Oh, he's all this shit. Yeah.
That's
So
why, honestly, that's one of the reasons why I felt like you feel me. They didn't the way they set it up. Like they set it up to where it's like, all right, I gotta battle my whole squad before I even get anybody worth like. I'm not to say RX and Active not worth nothing, but that's my squad. You feel me? Like I still need to get battles that's versus people that's up there in the culture. You feel me? People still want to see my test, and it was just like
this
I
is
just feel
for.
like they didn't want to give me Disaster, or they didn't want to give me no Thesaurus, or they didn't want
Hmm.
to give me none of that shit. You feel me? Just because it was like, nah, that nigga's a threat. Like
How
you
long
can't do
was
that.
that? How long was it that you had to prepare for RX?
They hit me with the actual name September 7th, so I had about 3 weeks. But they called me at first. on like August 26th or something like that. So I had a cool month. Plus, I already had bars that was locked in from the battle that I had locked in. I was supposed to go down on 420. So I had bars on deck. So I really wasn't tripping. Now it's gonna be the stamina test because I threw everything I had at RX because I was not about to lose. You feel me? So now we in the tournament mode.
Now you in tournament mode, man. You need to be direct too.
Definitely, that's all I do. Like
Straight
if you
direct.
watch any of my battles, like I break down my opponents. Like everything that I have is direct. I can't spit other shit. I could recycle some stuff, some little maybe one bar here, one bar there from
Well, I'm
something
talking
that
about you
didn't go
depleted
down.
all you depleted all your bars that you just
Yeah,
had, had to cut. So like
right.
now you
So
got it's all
it's
fresh
all
shit.
basic. Everything that's coming up is getting come straight for active. Like when I think about a battle, I can't just think about random bars. Like I gotta have an opponent so that I could figure out, okay, what is this dude's personality, what is his affiliations, anything that what is his whole persona, so that I could find stuff to break down. Like that's the whole thing. Like I can't just
Hmm.
look around the room and just be making bars out of random shit because I feel like that's just whack.
Yeah, that's a fact. And then so who's next? Which one is next?
The South, the South.
The South is
Let's see.
next.
Let me see if I could get the what's it called, the card.
Salute to the chat. Click that like when you come in here, please.
I like
And
both kinds of games.
subscribe if you not a
Slightly different
subscriber.
than y'all.
Let's see. King of the Dot.
I think I have it in my phone too.
Nah, here we go. So we got Chef Trez and Lotta Zay. We got Scotty and So Severe. We got Clone and Oops. And we got Bricks versus Hayes, the Family Man, also known
Oops,
as
oops,
Saya Boy.
oops. Who?
Oops. Oops. Bruce Franks Jr.
A Midwest guy.
Yes, sir.
So y'all just sprinkled the Midwest throughout the whole goddamn the whole fucking
Niggas
regions.
is nomads.
Yeah, like we're just like
Like shit, where you from? Oh, you from motherfucking St. Louis? Oh, you gonna be in the South today? Oh no, you going to the North today? Oh no, you going to the
y'all.
because Shotty P in the North. I think everybody in the East really from the East, and then you got
That's crazy.
Oops in the South.
That's crazy.
So I guess they considered ain't Oops from St. Louis.
Yeah, Midwest.
Yeah, I guess they considered that more Southern,
We're
and
not
they
South.
considered Shotty P more Northern. You feel me? That it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes
We're
sense.
right in the middle. We're right in the middle of the map.
Hey,
Right in the middle. On
they can't.
Missouri in the middle.
Marv one on North too. So I guess and Times. All right. So I guess all the Detroit dogs is from the North.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand it's north of a.
Y'all got accents and shit. Like so, people do be thinking that the Midwest is the South. You particularly don't have an accent, but most motherfuckers from like
St.
Missouri and
Louis,
shit be having
St. Louis
accents.
has an accent.
Yeah.
Kansas City, we really don't have one. Like we
Right.
just normal, I guess.
Right.
But St. Louis, they do have a particular twang.
Yeah. So
But they're
people be
not.
thinking y'all from the South and Memphis.
When
Well,
Nelly came
Memphis
out,
from Memphis in the South too.
this is where it got fucked up. This is because niggas don't know shit from school, right? When Nelly came out back in the day with that country grammar bullshit, right? Not gonna
Yeah,
say bullshit, but that country grammar shit, right?
right.
Niggas thought we was from the country, and I'm not from the country. I'm a Midwest nigga. Okay, it says we're in the middle of the map. Them niggas are not country either. We're in the same fucking state. Like they don't make no sense to me. You know what I mean? T Rex is in the building. Um, but yeah, congratulations on making it to the next round. Also, do your job. Okay,
Definitely
don't be out here holding L's.
cannot.
Okay, I need you to go to the next round.
I needed that.
Okay, I need you at 50K. Salute to all my Midwest brethren. Okay, whoever makes it, yeah, I might have to see Saint. Okay,
Man.
and then I'll fall back because you know got my favorites up there. So salute to
Man.
all of y'all niggas. Man, I appreciate you, man, coming on real quick. Get
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having me.
all the time, man. You can come
Man.
on any time, man. Just hit me up or I'll hit you up. Don't matter.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Peace to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Peace and love,
I
man. Stay out.
appreciate to you, man. Uh, I'm about to go. I'm about to go get that the 2K.
Man, I'm waiting on that next motherfucking that new system, man. They can't get my money twice.
Which, which one? The PS5?
Yeah.
I'm debating. I don't know yet. I still using my PS4.
Yeah. See, I play the game for real, for real. Like I'm really a gamer. Like that's my shit. So I could understand if like you wouldn't want to get that shit instantly. So if you're not gonna get the PS5, then yeah, go ahead and cop
Well,
that
I
2K21.
normally wait a year.
Yeah,
I
because they be coming out and they be having all type of
yeah,
problems and shit.
yeah. So I don't want none of the problems.
Man,
Cause then you be mad, break down. You gotta send it back. Now you gotta wait.
oh God,
You don't got shit.
oh God, that's out 500
That's a
plus
fact.
games.
That's a fact. Um, but salute to you, man. I appreciate
Yes,
you
sir.
coming on, man. Tell the people where to find you at.
Man, Saint Da Vinci on Twitter, Saint LA everywhere else, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Music. I got a song out. Um, so I get this 50 bands. We going crazy with the music and all of that. So we gonna see. But yeah, Saint LA everywhere, Saint Da Vinci on Twitter.
And tell these niggas where they can find all the exclusive from a real nigga though.
Man, hold this L radio, nigga. We out here, nigga.
That's
We keeping it all the way 100, and we making all you niggas whole L's, nigga.
that is a straight fact.
Oh God,
So I appreciate you, man. Hey, salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that
yes,
stopped
sir.
through.
Shout out to the chat though. Lit
I have
every
Bill
episode.
Collector coming on later on about 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, people. Okay.
I'm gonna tune into that because I fuck
Um,
with Bill Collector.
yeah, and I'll see if he lets you come on through, and come on through.
Man,
You know what I
shit,
mean?
I ain't trying to, you feel me, ride nobody wave. I be in the background. I don't even like
That's a
being
fact.
on
That's a
shit
fact.
like
That's a fact.
that.
That's a fact. But yeah, I'll be on with Bill Collector later, people. So tune into that. Tell your friend, tell their friends. You know what I mean? We about to get it lit today.
Man,
I always come back with the exclusives. One, two. I just punched y'all in the face with a back to back.
oh God,
It is what it is. Y'all have a good day.
yes sir.